So this is a quick demo of what we have so far. I've briefly tested it. Today I got it to work. Just enough parts to actually make it tick. There's no balance yet. It doesn't work with the hairspring. There's not enough power to actually push the balance wheel around, and for the hairspring that I have. So it's going to require some trial and error, but here's what we have. So obviously if we power up, wind up the mainspring, it just wants to turn. Okay, so let's go and install the escapement wheel and the wheel that turns it. So everything is sitting on bearings that are attached with pins, aluminum pins, coming through the base plate, and I didn't want to remove them because they're actually pressed in. I don't know if you want to make those removable, but they are flexible, so the links can actually, you can turn them any way you want. Nothing changes as far as the pitch circles are still coincide, right? So this is the wheel that carries the power from the drum, and it actually goes to that pinion. Okay, so it's a little bit tight. We need to I need to make adjustments so that everything sits flush and also doesn't cause any frictions. But I wonder what actually causes the friction here. I think it's maybe this drum. I'll check it out. Well, it's gonna work anyway. So I'm gonna install a fork. Great, something fell. The fork. Yeah, I need to adjust the heights so that nothing interferes. Alright, so we're ready. It's wound. Now, I'm going to basically throw the balance or turn it by hand, and you see that it doesn't actually quite catch the horns of the fork, right? So here's the adjustment. I'm going to push it in just enough so that the roller pin goes inside the horns and unlocks it. Okay, maybe a little more. Unlocks. That one's locked. So now it comes back, and again this needs adjustment a little bit. Let's say that. Oh, caught. Right. So it's I think it needs a little bit more adjustment here so that it's easier. Yeah, that's too much, right? Oh, also this pin came out. Yeah, so this is easy now. Okay, so let me wind it up again. Just turn this slightly. And there's a clock movement, or watch movement. A huge watch, a Giant's watch. Giant is the name of it's an Indian name actually. I worked with a guy. It's making a lot of noise. If this was a real clock, it would be really annoying. And what's nice is that you can turn it slowly and see how the safety finger goes inside and how this is unlocked, and I'm holding it and the tooth of the escapement is pushing the jewel up. Boom, and it locks. And then back. And it's about to catch, yes. Yeah. So I don't know. I think for the purposes of the class, this works. I'm going to continue to look for ways to actually make it run with some oscillator, whether it's going to be a balance spring with a hairspring or the bowl swinger that I thought of. Haven't actually seen it yet even, but I have good feelings about it, although it's got its own issues. This is very satisfying. It's ridiculous. This is about 1,000 hours of work. Something that, had I known, I probably might have shied away from it. It's a long time, but it's really interesting, and it's really satisfying now. I hope this is useful and helpful. That's all I can hope for now. I also need to give it more power. And even though this runs out quickly, and it's giving a lot of power to the wheels, it's still not enough. I don't know if it's because of plastic, because these surfaces are not exactly smooth and polished, so there's a lot of friction. Or, so what I'm saying is, if I geared it down even more to have a longer running power reserve, this would not turn at all. That's the problem. Right? I mean, it's probably like an ounce of torque at this point. It's like what, 2 inches. It's not a lot, but in order for this to spin, this needs to be thrown, and I can feel it. It's not really throwing it that much. By the way, so here's the adjustment pin for the jewel. Put it this way. I sawed off the cap of the screw so that it's more, it's less weight, and it can go in all the way. I can actually make it shorter so that we keep the fork light. You know, making it plastic is probably not viable of this size. Here, I extended the jewel a little bit. I think it was necessary, actually. So maybe this will work better. Yeah, I think it throws it a little bit harder now. Oh, why does it suck? Oh. Okay. Yeah. I think the circumference of this plastic wheel isn't exactly perfect. I told you about that. It's a little bit warped. So I think there's one tooth that catches like that when this is really tight. It still works. Okay.